Malaga. This is a battle for third place, but still, you know, it's important. You're at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, and it's certainly better to finish higher in the standings than lower.
Yeah, 76-74 in that game before this one, and so it was a real tight one. And although in relation to the tournament and where you're finishing, it's you're trying to finish as high as you possibly can, but this is all part of a process of preparing for the upcoming season as well. So it sometimes may not seem like it when you watch some of these games, but they are attacking it as an integral part of their preparation and being very respectful to the Intercontinental Cup, its history, and the teams that have come before them, and trying to find that balance. It can sometimes be a little challenge, but because you want to prepare. But of these two teams that played against what I think is the best team in this tournament, I think it was Petro De Luanda. If you're looking for those that handled Unicaja the best, Petro De Luanda, they really came back in that second half and took it up to him. And El Riyadi, that was kind of the reverse. In the first half yesterday, they were engaged, they were intense, but ultimately it ended up in a 37-point loss. And the turnaround time is significant as well. El Riyadi to come in, and we look at the change rooms and what's going on, they're making their preparations.
So this competition that goes all the way back to 1965 has had so many memorable tournaments, and it is an important tournament on the calendar. It comes early on, so that's a challenge for clubs as they try to get ready. As they try to get ready this season, you know, they're not really in full flow yet. They have to come here and play, but it's you know, we've seen teams that do have that continuity, that have been together and that have deep rosters, are the ones that really have the advantage, and that's Unicaja Malaga, which I think both of these teams would attest to. But as you alluded to, Petro De Luanda, had they come out with the same, I think, aggression, intensity in the first half that they showed in the second half, they could have given Unicaja Malaga a much better game. I'm not sure they would have won, but it definitely would have been closer on opening night. So the lights lowered, and we're waiting now for the teams to be introduced.
Petro De Luanda taking on Riyadi Beirut.
So El Riyadi, the team that won the inaugural BCL Asia, will be introduced here first. And again, they started off very well against Unicaja Malaga in the first half. But ultimately, they were down by about 10 points at halftime. And in the second half, Unicaja pulled away. Amir Saud leads them out as the captain. There's Manny Harris, who I think will be looking to raise his level tonight. Kareem Zanoun carried them early on. I thought he had a really solid performance early. Probably their best player yesterday was this man right here, Omedin Kikanovic. He was pretty solid throughout. Mansour came in late, rather in the second half, once it was pretty much done to Justin, as well as Tabata. Here's the man, Wael Iraqi, who, again, arguably the best player in this team, former Asia Cup MVP, and will be looking to come out and have a big game today.
Yeah, Iraqi was impressive in that game one with some of his moves to the basket, finishing around the rim. Plays with a lot of passion. Won 8 titles with El Riyadi. Spent a season playing in the CBA with Beijing, and he's fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely fun to watch. Like Gokten as well coming out, and Thibodeau.
Well, the biggest thing about this Riyadi team is those that aren't here. And last season, one of my countrymen, Thon Maker, number 10 pick, and a few years ago in the NBA draft, he's not. Jonathan Simmons is another one that's not here. So a couple of their players, as you heard the coach, they're hoping to get Thon Maker back, although he's apparently trying out with NBA, trying to get back in the NBA. So a couple of high quality players, it's hard to replace.
So now Petro De Luanda with Yannick Maria, who is the captain. He will lead them out. Come through the smoke. Gerson Domingos, who gave them a spark against Unicaja. Thought he came out of the game with credit. And we didn't see much of Simao. Cumberland felt kind of like took him a long time to get adjusted to the game against Unicaja. He'll be looking to come out for a strong performance tonight. And Shilde Dundao was perhaps not quite as influential as he usually is. Solo Diabate, always worth the price of admission. Jorge Felipe. Here's a guy that really impressed, Clejo Castro. Nice body on him, nice big strong man. Abu Gaku had a slow start, but then played better in the second half as well. Fausto had one of the dunks of the tournament, made the highlight reel, made the social media. He comes out. And Boyamba, who will play a lot of minutes. And we also saw Patrick Gardner, the Egypt international. So the referees for tonight also got an Australian out there you'll be interested in knowing.
Nice.
James Alexander Boyer, Jan Davidson from Madagascar, and Johnny Batista from Puerto Rico, who is the crew chief.
High quality officiating team. Vast international experience.
Vast. Vast indeed.
It's going to be interesting to see the mindset of El Riyadi in the fact that, one, they're coming off limited rest after playing yesterday, but when you've copped up a pounding, it's how you bounce back. And Harris, you see, number 3, he needs more for him, 1 of 7 in the game last night.
Yeah, with Zainoun, Kikanovic, Iraqi, and Gokchen in the starting 5. So Mansour, Tabata, Dalla, Thibodeau all coming off the bench. for Coach Ahmed El Farhan. And the starting 5 for Petro De Luanda, it'll be Moreira, who is in the starting 5 tonight. Jaron Cumberland, Solo Diabate, Rufate Boamba, and Patrick Gardner, with Jerson Domingos, Samal Dundal, Felipe Castro, all coming off the bench. And there's Sergio Claudio-Milios, Spanish coach of Petro De Luanda.
They need a better start in that game against Unicaja. They only had 6 points in the first quarter. And that's impossible to get the win when...
Did you know that Wyola actually was the reigning MVP of the Asia Cup?
No, I was not aware of that.
Don't you remember how well he played against Australia?
Oh.
In Lebanon?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, in Indonesia.
No, that is true.
For
but,
Lebanon.
Yeah, that is true. But no, the good thing about this tournament is a lot of these teams, you look at the, both these teams have got players that represent their nation.
That's right. And speaking of MVPs, Tondao, the reigning Angolan League MVP.
Yeah.
So that's his pedigree, but he also plays for Angola's national team. We saw him at the World Cup.
Yeah, and this El Riyadi team is familiar with winning. 31 championships they have won. They've won 8 out of the last 10 in the Lebanon League. So they are used to winning. And there's a bit of pride on the line, albeit that you can't win this tournament.
Well, their coach said it was the rotation advantage that Unicaja Malaga was primarily that had over them, but I think that was probably just one of the advantages.
Well, the most significant is just talent.
Talent,
the
yeah.
Unicaja team is just loaded. One of the best teams in Europe. They've been impressive here throughout this tournament as well. The deepest roster by far of any of the teams in this Intercontinental Cup. They're going to be hard to beat when they take on the G League team tomorrow.
So this game doesn't have quite the same buzz about it, but nevertheless, they are here, and both these teams want to finish as high as possible. So we'll just take a gander as they have their final talks before the game, which is going to tip off in 30 seconds.
Kikanovic needs another big one as well. He was super impressive as well.
Yeah, he was.
Yesterday, he carried him when all odds were stacked against him, and the tidal wave was going against him. He was the one that really stood out. Inside target, good touch around the rim.
Yeah, you know, this Petro De Luanda team will present some problems down low with some of the size in their team. But Kikanovic didn't back down against the bigs of Unicaja, so let's see if he can do it 2 days in a row. After this game will be the FIBA Hall of Fame induction ceremony on the court. Need a little bit of time to get set up for it.
Available on YouTube.
I think you might be taking part in that.
Very brief. Very brief role.
It's because you're in the Hall of Fame. You're in the Hall of Fame family. Well, hello everybody. Good evening, or rather good afternoon here in Singapore. We're underway. Second game with El Riyadi taking on Petro De Luanda. Riyadi wearing the blue with the yellow trim tonight, and Yorkchan, well, it took him a while to get something going the other day, yesterday, but he comes right out and strokes it.
I love the set. They get it through some hands, get the ball humming around, and there's a, as good as El Riyadi were, that's a poor start for Petro De Luanda. Just a miscommunication.
Well, two newcomers to the team. Weren't with the team last season. Maybe it takes them a little bit of time to get on the same page. Rakchi for the baseline. Cumberland. And Yorkchan rebounds it. Kikanovich follows up the miss. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Kikanovich missed that. But he was fouled.
Another late call. And I think that was one that if it had fallen, they might have swallowed the whistle. But on the miss, they felt compelled to make the call.
So he takes the time and makes the first. Thoroughly professional.
Yeah.
Makes the second as well. Petro De Luanda trailing here early, but Bwamba comes out.
That was a zone buster. Early on, we just saw a bit of zone defense, 2-3 zone, and they don't put enough pressure on the shooter.
How about that? Zaynoun lays it up. That's what Gardner trying to go to work. He does, but doesn't make the shot. Manny Harris.
Wow. 1 of 7 last night. Can't make the easy layup. One thing I love about watching El Riyadi is the ball movement. We don't see it here, but previously, they've been swinging it side to side. We've seen a back cut already get rewarded.
Nice alert play by Gardner to get it. Here's Morea. So he closes the gap to 2 points. Rakchi to the corner, Zaynoun.
Gee, that is one of the funkiest shooting techniques you're ever going to see.
And Solo Diabate takes it all the way to the other end to tie it up at 7.
Perhaps a sign of some of that fatigue we were talking about with that game last night by El Riyadi. That was some really poor defensive transition.
Rakchi. And that's going to be Morea called for the foul, battling away with Elmaden Kikanovich for position.
They let a lot go before they eventually blew the whistle. Here's that just really poor defensive transition. Diabate just all the way straight to the rim.
Rakchi takes it deep. This is Morea with the rebound. Now up to Gardner. And nice little dipsy-do.
Showed it, tucked it, kissed it off the glass. Nice from the big fella.
Manny Harris fouled while making the 3. And Cumberland goes down.
No, he's called an offensive foul.
Oh, he did. Okay, the kick.
Yeah. for the kick out. The score's going to count because it came after the shot, but it's a tough shot, and he did. The right leg wasn't a lot into it. Sometimes it can be a little tough because you kick the leg out. It's part of your natural shooting action sometimes. Now, it might be a bit of a stretch to think it was on that occasion, but there was when you're leaning back a little bit, one leg to go forward, it's not that unreasonable.
His reaction is such that he's surprised that the foul was called, but Cumberland is certainly feeling it. So I guess he's going to. Have they counted the basket?
Yeah, I think they have. Another turnover.
Yeah, here they come the other way. And Manny Harris, another one.
Well, that is a good-looking stroke. Back-to-back three-pointers. And can't expect that from Manny Harris.
Yeah, they did count the first one.
Yeah.
So they've counted the second one. And let's see if he puts up another one. Kikanovich. Nice finish. Diabate hands it off to Maria.
It's nice by Diabate with the penetration, draws the D. After a couple of sloppy turnovers by Diabate.
Here's Manny Harris. Faust in the game, number 23. Diabate has it stolen. Zaynoun, Kareem Zaynoun. Let's see if Rakshi can go past Gardner.
That's what I don't like. He's got the mismatch.
Harris with the rebound. Does not score with the putback, but they're going to keep it at this end.
Arakchi, they got four guys just standing around, and he's just dribbling it on the spot. Now, they had the mismatch. You can see what he wanted to do, but you need to go straight away. Out there playing with his food, just getting nowhere.
Here's Gyeokchan. Going for a second three, but it front and back of the rim stays out. Nice interior pass into the corner to Faust. Kikanovich comes down with the basketball. Rakchi, good defense, Bouyamba. Stay at this end. 15-11, El Riyadi up. So actually takes his first breather, it goes out.
It didn't look like he was all that happy. I watched him go to the bench, and he wasn't happy about coming out of the game at that point in time. Coaches looking at each other. Now the head coach goes down to have a word with him. We saw a little bit of this yesterday with some of the way he interacted with his teammates. Building that chemistry early on in the season, the team harmony. It's a good move for the coach to just to have a few words with him. Let him understand the bigger picture.
Faust looks down to see if his feet are in bounds, and he makes it. Makes it a 1-point game.
Uh-oh.
And slipping down, Mansour. Here comes Faust. Hands it off, and Castro flushes it.
We've seen some swings, albeit it's still early in this one.
Nice drive, nice dish. Solo from the baseline, goes off the side of the backboard. Gaku gets it. Mansour takes it deep, gets it back to Kikanovic, who goes for the dunk, but he is rejected by Clezio Castro, who just gets better and better the more he plays. Here's Abu Gaku.
Yeah. He's been up and down. Mansour's been active since he's come in with the penetration. A few drop-off passes. It's been a little helter-skelter.
Harris drains it. It's his third jump shot.
Well, he's making up for
lost time.
Lost time, and last night he was having all sorts of problems. Missed a couple of layups. And it was 1 of 7. Look out.
Here he goes.
Oh.
Alex just to lay it up and in. So that leads to a timeout for Petro De Luanda, who trailed 21-18.
He has 10 points, Harris.
¿Vale? 3.
Number 3.
Y ahora otra cosa, cuando juegan los 1 contra 1, no estamos quietos. Estamos 1 contra 1, defensa, pero aquí fake and recover, Ok, no me gusta nada tu intensidad, nada, no te enteres de nada. Aprieta ahora. Vamos a jugar cuernos o vino. Cuernos o vino. Vamos.
So 3-point deficit facing Petro De Luanda. This was nice no-look bounce pass to Clezio Castro.
Nice.
He flushed it.
Well, they have, but it's down the other end of the floor. This man's been on fire. 12 points already in the first quarter. Might have got a flat tire as he went up to stuff that one in. He can play above the rim as well, not on that occasion. But he's been hot from the perimeter. 2 or 3.
Faust for 3. Good. That's what he does. He ties it at 21. Nice take, Mansour. Final minute, the opening quarter. Domingos whips the ball to the corner. Now Diabate. Mansour. Gokchan. Bounce pass to Zaynoun. Saves it before it goes out of bounds.
Good heads-up play.
Yeah, he was about to go. He threw it off of Solo Diabate, didn't he?
He was in no man's land. Didn't have too many other options because he was off balance.
Yeah. Shield Dendao just checks in. See, he's going to Guard the inbounds. He's going to try to stick with Zainoun.
That's just a poor decision by the point guard. He's trying to throw it to the big man, Abu Yaku, wasn't it? And you never want to give it to the big man at the center line when he's defended. Now, if he's got no one ahead of him, okay, maybe.
Yep, know who you're throwing it to and when.
And we're going to review this. There's some dispute about who the ball may have came off, I think.
Yeah, so they are going to review it.
We've seen more reviews in the games in this Intercontinental Cup than I can remember. A lot
Are
of
you not
reviewing.
enjoying the reviews?
I don't. I can appreciate why, and you want to get it right. But see, in Australia with your review system, they have a central office that has it. The officials, they just hold what the and get through it. But having the officials go stand behind the bench,
the sideline.
take
White sideline. Yes.
a bit of time.
Well, they figure this one out pretty quickly.
Yeah, this one's not too bad.
So this is the 6th game that we've seen at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. Third straight day of games. Then we'll have the last day tomorrow, and we'll have 3 games tomorrow. And Domingos pushing off. Gives it back to El Riyadi.
Yeah, whenever you extend the arm, there was definitely a little theatre, but you extend that left arm, it's very difficult for the officials to ignore it.
Zainoun gets it just in time. It was a good attempt. So at the end of one, we got a close one. El Riyadi leading at 23-21 over Petro De Luanda.
It was a quarter of runs. Each team had their moments. Shooting percentages are in favour of Petro De Luanda. 50% from the field, only 41% overall. Both of them have shot well from the three-point line. 3 of 6 for Petro, and 3 of 7 for
Entonces jugamos cuerno abajo. Closure. Tú eres el que haces el pin down.
But you see from these
Hacemos
highlights,
aquí
there's
al
been some
tres.
moments there's been
Vamos
really poor defense,
Close,
easy
tú eres
opportunities
este.
like that.
Bloqueamos.
And then there's been some
Sube tú la bola.
tough shots, and they're nice.
Sube tú la bola y la jugamos para
Run at the rim from the big fella. This man here, Manny Harris, he got it going. 12 points, lead all scorers in the first quarter.
contigo a jugar closure tú aquí y pick and roll. Tiene tiro, no tiene tiro.
Castro with the big jam off the feed from Faust. So 23-21. This Intercontinental Cup goes all the way back to 1965. Brings some of the best teams from all around the world together in one location. And I don't know how many people expected G League United to make it to the final, but they have, and they deserve it. They played hard.
They're very deep on talent, really athletic. The only question mark about them was that limited preparation time. You throw a bunch of really talented guys together, and trying to get them all on the same page can take a little bit of time, but they've been able to adapt, and they've earned their way into a championship game.
Daku. How about that? coming right out. Starts the second quarter to tie it. Oh boy, that was a telegraph pass, which Domingo, oh, look at the pass from Domingos to Childe Dundao. Gerson Domingos showing the quality.
Wow, this is more inspired defensive effort.
Thibodeau just grazes the net. Gerson Domingos. Kikanovic trailing, gets it, and gets to the free throw. Oh! Abu Gaku goes down hard. You don't want one of those big fellas dropping on you.
No, you certainly don't. And they get tangled up. Bit of an inadvertent there. Kikanovic, right place, right time. Good pass and uses his arms well. There we see him fall, and then just a collapse over the top of him.
Kikanovic flailing those legs a little bit.
Caught Abu Kaku.
Abu Gaku.
Gaku.
Yep.
And just nothing malicious, just tripped over.
Oh, skying high for the rebound. But Castro couldn't get it.
He's active, isn't he, the big fella? Abu Gaku. He can spread the floor with the three ball.
You didn't anticipate that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he took a couple the other night. Down, short, over to El Riyadi. Kikanovic did well to get rid of it to Mansour. And then Faust couldn't quite grab the basketball.
Well, pretty sure we never heard the timeout of Petro De Luanda, but, excuse me, the quarter time break, but clearly the point of emphasis was on the defense. They've come out in this second and really cranked up their intensity, forcing another turnover.
Which is what we saw in the second half against Unicaja. There's Faust. Oh, behind the back pass. Perhaps a little bit too much French pastry. And Childe Dundao with the foul on Manny Harris before the shot.
Dundao, there's no secret about what he was trying to do. Outnumbered, off balance. A take foul, as they call them, just to try and slow it down, put it back into the half court, take away the transition opportunity.
Cumberland returns to the game. Kikanovic. Test going up against Castro. Gives it back to Arachi. Good rebound, Ali Mansour. Mansour had the ball thrown right to him. So another foul, and definitely the intensity picking up at this end of the court for Petro De Luanda.
It is his second team foul, but excuse me, the third team foul. But I think they're happy to almost live with some of these fouls because it's really raised the intensity, trying to change the narrative of the game so far. here.
Manny Harris got it off in time. And Kikanovic not able to save it in bounds. So Castro to Gaku.
Good connection between the two bigs. High-low passing. Riyadi making some substitution. Manny Harris gets his first rest. They've been pretty conservative with their subbing so far, El Riyadi, for a team that's played last night.
Well, Mansour is playing big minutes off the bench. And Amir Saud also in the game now. Thibodeau also coming off the bench, so. But Kikanovic plays a lot of minutes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's back in. Amir Saud steps back. Wamba gets it up the floor quickly. Oh. That was good work. All the way around, finished by Shilde Dondao. So timeout called by El Riyadi as Petro De Luanda and that defensive intensity go up by 6 points.
Nobody made only foul one in 14 minutes.
That FIBA Intercontinental Singapore 2024 trophy.
Guys, when we push the ball and put it to Kika, they are trapping him. And they are pushing him as far as we can. So immediately, we need to release it. Immediately, pass, immediately. Ali, let's go. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Play two, play two, play two.
Not a lot I said in that timeout, but you heard the point of emphasis at the end there, and just trying to deal with the punishment for Kikanovic and the way in which, when they send that double team, how they're going to try and kick out of it and make sure that they don't get trapped and provide a penalty for what the defense is doing.
If El Riyadi can flip the script here. Amir Saud.
Oh, Cumberland did a fantastic job on Kikanovic on that possession. They were trying to get it in low, denied him the ball, boxed him out. Really good defense by Cumberland. Another take foul. Absolutely no intent other than to cause a foul and stop the play.
So very tactical. Gaku, another 3 attempt.
Gaku, stretch.
You can do it.
He is a stretch big for sure. Second of the night. Starting to get to that stage. A little concerning now for El Riyadi.
Yeah, midway through the second quarter, Kikanovic.
How's the way they just collapse around the big fella. Don't want to get him going. He's got 5 points, 2 rebounds. They saw what he did last night. Oh yeah, the big fella likes a little body English on it just to guide him.
Although I think it was a 2.
Did he have a toe on the line?
I thought he had like half the foot on the line.
Okay. Your eyes are better than mine. One of 2 from the free throw line. Oh, that's they've called an offensive foul. Boyamba down low. Tried to make too much space, had the advantage. Throwing the arms around, gets called for the push-off.
Zone passing it up. Thibodeau. Cumberland in the open floor. Quickly. And then Saud comes down and steals it. Saud. Another one. Pump fake. Steps inside for a 2. Still won't drop.
Short on both.
She passed to Kikanovic.
And that's why they're putting so much effort into Kikanovic. That time he got it in quick and got it so deep. Half running him would be a solution to that problem. Try and push it out a little further because his touch around the rim is elite to the Bosnian national.
Shilde. Better defense from El Riyadi. Zainoun. Mansour not interested. Okay, now he is. Puts it up. Short. Thibodeau, good hustle. Keeps it at this end. Here's El Maiden. Kikanovic. Back to Thibodeau. Thibodeau's getting some shots up, but not making it.
You know, I haven't seen a lot of Arakji in this one either.
Ever since he came out.
Yeah, now there was some conversations that he did look like he was grabbing his shoulder.
Yeah, he's got a shoulder, he's rehabbing a shoulder injury.
So that might be another reason why we haven't seen too much of him is Murata.
Yeah, he definitely has a shoulder problem.
Yeah.
I think if, you know, it's one of those things where if he has to play, he can play.
Very friendly by Murata there, just come,
Gave us a nice, yeah. Maybe he wants to join us. Here he is. Oh! Amir Sood, finally! It's a big time score.
It was a good bounce back. They trailed by 10 just a few minutes ago. Had a timeout, and they've got the result.
Cumberland missing it from deep. The offensive rebound gives them another chance. Gardner open in the corner.
Oh.
If he, there you go. Oh. I don't know why. Let's see. He thought Gardner was going to be breaking. But this is the other end. Amir Sood knocking down the jumper.
Yeah, Faust just some nice fancy moves to get into the paint. They just messed up with the execution on the pass.
Oh boy, the ball batted away. Here's Gerson Domingos. Oh, good read by Zainoun. Not the first time tonight he's come up with a deal. Saud for the jumper.
Why not?
And all credit to number 7. And also Saud, who's stuck with it after struggling with his shooting.
He's got it going now, back-to-back threes.
Domingos. Oh. Now Zaynoun. They're in the flow. They got to go.
Get this man a look. He's feeling it.
Three-pointer. And the unsportsmanlike foul call. They'll go and review it, potentially.
Moreno wants to review it. He doesn't think it's unsportsmanlike. No question about the foul.
Now they're going to huddle up and talk about it, whether or not they're going to review it. Okay, so we've got a timeout. That'll give them more time to think about whether or not they're going to review it. So I guess they will review it.
Maybe not. But it's a good timeout. Good stretching.
Well, my only advice is if you are going to review it, do it during the timeout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because you got to make the Hall of Fame ceremony.
I think we've got plenty of time for that.
Hey, let's go. Don't drop. Let's go. 1 minute. Let's go. Finish. Vamos. Petro. 1, 2, 3. Petro.
You know how we talk about these players having to go back-to-back days and how it's kind of fatigues them. Well,
yeah.
What about us?
That's true. Doing the heavy lifting.
We're having to stand up and stretch during timeouts.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the first, so they keep the unsportsmanlike.
This guy here in the Lebanon League last season was 96%.
Yeah, that's a rare miss for him.
From the free throw line.
He's just hit rock bottom by missing that.
And he's disgusted with himself. I love it.
This is with the drive. Aldeabate. Still not gonna run that offense that we saw before. There's fouls, missing it. He was hoping to get a foul called. Final 30 seconds of the first half. Harris. Now Solo.
Harris had 12 in the first and hasn't scored in the second.
Look at Morea, keeps his time, or takes his time and puts it up and in. Ten seconds in the first half remaining. So that miss, Petro De Luanda. Hold on, they've got a 35-34 lead at halftime over El Riyadi.
It was a game of runs, and at the end of the day, it was just El Riyadi who came out really strong, but dug themselves a bit of a hole, and they were able to get back into it. Shooting only 29% from the field, as opposed to the 47 to Petro De Luanda, and neither team really getting it going from the three-point line. 5 of 19. So when you think of Al Riyadi and where they're at after those shooting percentages, they consider themselves in pretty good shape to be only trailing it by 1.
I think we were going to have the on-court interview, but the player ran, so okay, so we're just going to go straight to the highlights.
And there was quite a few highlights. And despite the poor shooting by Al Riyadi, we saw the big fella for Petro De Luanda come in and knock down a couple of 3 balls. And Gaku, yes, and they got it going out in the transition. That's that high-low action. Gaku again down low.
They got a few big fellas.
And the biggest noticeable change they do, and athletic fellas
and then
as
a
well.
little fella.
But what they did do is they really took on board what happened in that first quarter, and they made the adjustments on the defensive end. There he is.
Gaku.
Abu
Gaku.
Gaku. He's just knocking it down from the perimeter.
I think this one could go to the buzzer.
Saud was really good. When things started to get out of hand, he was the one that stepped up, a couple of 3 balls, and really got Al Riyadi back in it.
This was Maria with his bucket late. And it all adds up to a 35-34 lead at halftime for Petro De Luanda over El Riyadi.
nice and quiet. As I raise my hands, you're going to scream and cheer as loud as you can. Can we do that? I had like 5 people answer me that time. Let's try for 10. All right, on my count, we're going to cheer. 3, 2, 1. Before the team start coming out to the museum, let's hit that 100 mark. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1.
So, Coach, it's been a game of runs. What's going to make the difference in the second half?
I think we are playing good defense in the first half, especially at the end of the second quarter. We will try to give the same energy, not to collapse like yesterday. And it's all about the stops and the rebound. If we start to score our shots, our open shots, I think we can win this game.
Okay,
thank you.
Well, we will see. I mean, if Petro De Luanda comes out and play the way they did in that second quarter at the beginning, you'd like their chances of getting the win,
Yeah.
but then El Riyadi did come back.
They weathered the storm.
Yeah.
And they found a way to get some transition baskets to open things up a little bit. And eventually, like I said, I think El Riyadi is be pretty happy to only be trailing by 1, given their shooting woes throughout the first half. They've had all sorts of problems. At only 29%, 12 of 41. Wow, that's not efficient.
Who do you think wins this if both teams play at their best?
Yeah, that is an interesting question. I think it's a really tight ball game. The difference being, of course, El Riyadi is missing a couple of their significant players, import players, but still significant contributors. So that might break the tie if you had Thon Maker running around and Jonathan Simmons, who were their leading scorers. Now, Thon Maker, he only played it towards the end of the season. He didn't play the whole season with with El Riyadi. So it's you know, there's how you fit in, and who knows what's going to happen. But I noticed yesterday on the socials that Thon Maker took a picture of the screen. He was watching his former team.
He's into it.
El Riyadi, and giving a shout out.
Yeah, if you were here.
They do. They have got a good contingent of fans that come to watch.
Once you get it in your blood,
you can't get it out.
No, I mean it's impressive. Look at that. I mean, this guy is like.
Yeah. That's nice. That is nice.
Camera found him. He was actually leading the dancing
all right.
at halftime, by the way.
Another one that would like to get going as well. Manny Harris how impressive was he in that first quarter, but didn't get enough touches to my liking in the second.
It's because he sat down for like the first
3 of his own minutes. He's played 16-40, so he's.
How do you feel about that? A guy's going good, going well.
Well, it's preseason.
Do you want to sit him down?
It's
or do you want to keep him
preseason.
in while he's hot? Okay, it's preseason, so definitely
He's
sit him down.
34 years of age, a long year ahead, long season ahead.
True.
So, yeah, I'm sure you want to win. It's impressive, but still he's logging 16 minutes and 40 seconds. He's still a decent chunk of time.
Well, second half action is underway. And it's Petro De Luanda that lead at 35-34, but El Riyadi have possession. And Manny Harris is in the game. Here's Amir Saud, and good defense from Solo Diabate. Gökçen reaches in and commits the foul.
And based on what we're seeing with the starting lineup here in the second half, I'm not sure we're going to see Arakji in the lineup.
And I think it's the shoulder more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because there's just no need
to
risk it. Yeah. He did not play, in fact, at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament for Lebanon, although I'm not 100% sure that was the injury was the reason, but how about that?
My man.
Big fella. You call him big fella Abu Gaku?
Abu Gaku is one of my
How do you do?
One of my new favorite players.
He did not start well yesterday and got benched. He came in halfway through the second half, but it seems like
a little funky shooting style, but it's effective.
You say that about everybody.
No, well, he is funky.
How about that? Nothing funky about Elmaid Kikanovic. He is just very industrious.
Mismatch.
They got to guard him because he'll hit it. Otherwise, here he goes. Don't give him. That was a little funky.
It certainly was. Morita, they had the big mismatch. They smart. They should have thrown it into the big fella.
Amir Saud.
Oh my goodness.
He's in his rhythm, isn't he?
My word, he is.
Domingos thought his teammate was going to be there, but I think Boabamde was a little slow getting. And how about Manny Harris?
In transition. This game has been a game of runs. Both teams have had their moments. Both teams have had to fight back.
Domingos. Oh, and then Abu Gaku kind of
lost his footing.
Bangs, clatters. That's what I'm looking for. Clatters into Kikanovic. So this was the pass up ahead to Manny Harris for the layup.
And good body control.
Zaynoun takes it all the way.
He's feeling it as well. Two of them.
He's been feeling it since he got here. He was like that in the first game. Here's Abu Gaku. Oh! Fouled shooting the three. And when you can knock down the three-pointer, they have to guard you, and Gyeokchan puts him on the line.
Yeah, that's
Watch.
spot on.
This was Zaynoun previous possession.
It's going to be 3 shots too here. He's behind.
Well, he's been looking dangerous from deep.
Well, 3 or 5 from the 3-point line. He's got 13 points to lead. Petro De Luanda. Now, we're going to have another review.
Well, I know that that's what you would like. Are they going to see if his foot was on the line?
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, like I say, it'd be great to have the coordination. When you're just checking on the line, someone on the bench, if they're capable of doing it, speed this whole process up.
Okay, look, that's what it is. They want to see if his foot was on the line.
Can't tell from that.
No, you can't tell, it's too far away. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, that angle is not great. There's a hint of it, isn't there? Certainly not conclusive though, is it?
Go back.
Did they award 3 free throws?
Yeah, they haven't. They did originally. They did originally.
Well, they're not going to change it, I don't think, if they can.
I mean, you might be right though. Actually, that right foot, that looks like it's
Maybe
over it.
another one.
Yeah.
The angle's not great.
The corner. Yes, this one. Yes.
You want the sky cam.
Here we go. That's a little better.
See from
Well,
this
it's
one.
closer, but you can't.
I think
And this one we zoom.
my.
Oh, here you go. This is it.
Yeah, foot is
I
on
I
the
think
line.
he's on it.
Yeah.
I think he's
Foot is on the line.
Foot is on the line. So
Foot is on the line. We go
free
2
throws.
shots.
that line.
2 shots.
Two shots.
Let's go.
Let's see what they say. Johnny Batista's going to be on the call. No, he's not. It's a 2. There you go. Well, actually, it was Jan Vezo Davidson who gave the signal from Madagascar. Abu Gaku, cash money. Makes both.
Shouldn't be surprised about this. Last season, he led the team with 15 points a game.
He's got 15 now. Manny. Oh, might be fortunate to get to the line there. A lot of stoppages. So Manny going to the line.
As I mentioned, 94 games in the NBA, played at the University of Michigan. Those 94 games with Cleveland, Lakers, and Dallas. .34, he's been around.
I guess once you get a taste of the NBA, you want to stay there, don't you?
Yeah, but if you're not there,
There's plenty of places where you can play.
Yeah, that's right. every continent in the world.
Has Manny not found his way down under yet?
No, not that I'm aware
You
of.
should ask him about it. Diabate. And Castro not able to run it down. So Petro, one of those spells right now where they're kind of not as efficient.
Oh, spot on. And
Galchan, beautiful pass. Kikanovic, the rim rocker. He's got 12.
oh,
Over and back.
gee. He needed to just let that ball go over because it was deflected. Instead, he tried to retrieve it in the front court.
Maybe he was worried that
Stepped
somebody
into
was
the
going to
back.
run up from behind him and
Yeah.
get it and go.
No, that's a good point.
Well, they're in such a good spot, and now they're down 7. So El Riyadi can go even further ahead. See if they try to go back inside to Kikanovic. No, it's going to be Zaynoun. Of course it is. And he's playing a little bit of string music. Castro denied. Oh, foul on Kikanovic.
I think it's going to be on the first one on Castro. It's going to go to the free throw line. Here we see it. El Riyadi just getting.
This fan's getting all the attention now. I think that's his son.
Well, right now they've kicked out to their biggest lead, 10-point lead. This is another example. One of those late calls. The call was there, but they wait to see what's going to happen.
I think they want to see how it if the contact
Impacts the
them,
shot.
how it impacts it. Yeah, that's why they wait. Just 1 of 2 for Castro. Oh, he missed both. Excuse me. I thought he'd made the first, and ball goes out of bounds. So it's a 10-point lead.
Saud doesn't like the call. They're up and in. Look at the extended defense. Saud and up and in and double team now.
Faust. Look at Amir Saud quickly up the floor. Zaynoun feeling it. No string music that time. And now Faust with the rebound.
Yeah, it was poor couple of possessions there. Faust, really poor shot. Come way short under pressure. Still had time on the shot clock. This moment when things against you.
Solo Diabate with a little spark. The steal and the layup. There he is with the follow. Traveling. Now we're going to have another run perhaps for Petro.
Yeah, it's a good drive by Harris. Just not able to finish.
Oyamba has it. And Manny Just whistle for the foul. .451 to go in the third quarter. Petro De Luanda trying to stay within touch. Referee's going to have a conversation about something.
Two shots. I think they weren't sure whether he actually gathered the ball and go up and decide that, yeah, he'd collected it. He's in the act of shooting. That's the fourth team foul by Al Riyadi, so every foul they commit from now on is going to end up with a couple of free throws for Petro.
Gets that one to drop, so it's a 6-point game. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Petro came right back, but you think that we're waiting for the change on defense at the start of the fourth quarter?
Yeah. Well, they both
so
had
they
that.
Can't prepare for it. Diabate hands it off. Boyamba goes up, and good rim protection. Maybe Boyamba could have done better there. Amir Saud. No, Gyeongshan saves it inbounds to Zainoun. Oh, what a finish. Reverse layup.
Gyeongshan looks a little awkward on the drive, but the hang time and the kiss off the glass on the reverse side, very pretty.
Was indeed. And it leads to a timeout for Petro, who trailed 52-44.
Estamos presionando el balón, todo lo que son los primeros pases aquí. Estate más agresivo, ¿vale? Estate más agresivo ahí en esa situación. ¿Correcto? Vale, jugamos, pido un 3. ¿Vale? Pido un 3. ¿Correcto? ¿Vale? Ahí esa situación. Y juega Jordan con Patrick. Jordan con Patrick. Correcto. También puede jugar cortes, puede jugar cortes, esperaros a que meta aquí el bloqueo para venir aquí, desde aquí a aquí. Con una inversión para tener ventaja.
Yeah, they want to get some shots going to the basket to try to get to the line at least. This was the play. Thought that was a little awkward.
Well, the dribbling, the technique, just the big fella, the big praying mantis, just bounding along that baseline, but the finish,
sublime.
It's not how, it's how many. Yes. And ultimately he gets there. Nice play on the rim.
Jason Domingos sparked him against Unicaja. Faust with a little bounce pass to Gardner. Look out.
They won't go away.
Well, it's always good to score right out of the timeout. Coach feels like they've been listening to you. Gyeongshan for 3. 8 points for Gyeongshan. Faust. Oh! Gets it to drop.
He's taking some tough shots and come up short, and he finally sees one's going in, and you can see by his body language and his facial expressions, he's relieved to finally get one to fall for him.
Pass to Gyeongshan, and he's fouled by Boyamba.
There's been a whole lot of rhythm and flow to this one. There's Faust shake and bake. Didn't really go anywhere. Pulls up. Gyeokchan probably could have been a little tighter on the defense.
First one's good for Gyeokchan. Hike Gyeokchan. And the second. Domingos, oh. To Castro, and then he's fouled by Mansour going up. Another stoppage.
We haven't had sort of 3 or 4 possessions where we're just going up and down, and a lot of that has got to do with the intensity they're trying to apply on the defensive end. And throughout the course of this one, it's the team that's been able to establish themselves on the defensive end, get some stops, that's been able to generate that advantage. And a lot of it's because those stops has led to some easier transition baskets.
Makes it 57-51. Oh, barely got it across midcourt. Now the whistle and the foul as Kanovich goes down.
He's off the ball. See the wrestling match going on. And that is a genuine wrestling match.
WWE.
Castro, it's just a little too much holding.
He's a big man.
It's a hard one because they're wrestling with each other.
Yeah,
and
jostling.
Yeah. And Kikanovic, he's the one that eventually gets pushed over and earns the foul.
And takes full advantage. Goes to the line and makes both.
Both teams in the bonus.
Gaku. Saud, outlet. Gyeokchan backs up. Gaku. To Kikanovic.
Tough pass, but good catch by time there by Kikanovic, but lost it.
Faust. Oh, Mansour. So 58-51 right now. El Riyadi seems like they want a little bit more.
Yeah, well, it's can you take advantage of this 7-point lead, kick it out, really change the way the game's unfolding, get it out to 12 or 14, but no team's been able to do that. They've both had their 10-point leads at certain stages, but haven't been able to push it out beyond that.
Manning. Gyeokchan.
Oh, bodies all over the place.
Goes up to a 9-point lead.
So now, if you're El Riyadi, you've got to prioritize the defense. 2 or 3 good stops. 2 stops here, a couple of buckets before the quarter time break, give yourself that breathing room, but also psychologically, that double-digit lead, that 12, 13 points can have an impact as well.
Sure. 1:07 to go in the third quarter. Gardner for three. Thibodeau in the game, gets the rebound. Entry pass.
Wow.
Thibodeau.
And Sue, what a pass. I thought it was a little late. And there's another turnover.
Oh, he stepped on the line as he inbounded it.
Is this the break that they were seeking? Mansour with an elite pass, thread the needle. I thought it came a little late to Thibodeau.
Well, much to the delight of the El Riyadi fans, as Solo Diabate comes in for Faust. Solo Diabate now picks up the loose ball. Missed opportunity. Gardner again. Good job, Abu Gaku. Gilde Dundao will be the last shot. Oh, Thibodeau just stepped out of bounds. Domingos off the top of the backboard. And a frustrating third quarter comes to an end.
I don't think so.
For Petro. Oh no, they got 0.8 still. So
yeah.
One more possession. I don't think they're aware of it yet.
Shut the lights out.
Yep, the in-between quarter entertainment's ready to get out there. Does he get off in time? Yes. So 3 quarters in the books, 62-51, El Riyadi Beirut on top of Petro De Luanda.
Yeah, it is. And take a look at the field goal percentages by both these teams. El Riyadi's much better in that third period. They worked their way up to 37% as opposed to the 41% for Petro De Luanda. And turnovers are a big issue for Petro De Luanda. 15 turnovers so far in the contest, and the rebounding count in favor of El Riyadi. They lead that category 37-26. And there's been some standout performances at both ends. Danny Harris still leading the way with the 16 points. But for Petro De Luanda, they've shared it around a little bit, but the standout, of course, has been the big man, Abu Gaku. He got the 15 points.
Well, still plenty of time. But if Petro can't turn this around, they'll be playing in the battle for 5th place against Kimsa. The winner of this game will take on the Jackies.
Yeah, the Jack Jumpers, Tasmania Jack Jumpers. Now, I know they got a nice 11-point lead, but El Riyadi, I don't think they'd be feeling all that comfortable with their position just yet, given some of the runs we've seen in the contest.
I think the key here will be to see how Petro comes out defensively.
Yeah, they're spot on.
They were able to change the game when they came out in the second quarter. Let's see if they can do it again.
Well, when you're trying to be realistic about it and how many you're going to score, it's a relatively low-scoring game. You know, if you think you're going to get 24 points, you're going to need to hold this team to 13, somewhere around there. 11, 12, 13.
Oh, nice inbound, and then accept the finish. And they're definitely trying to pick it up defensively, and here they are coming, getting the steal. Shielded them down, and good decision, handing it off to Solo. And Solo. Solo Diabate. Now Ali Mansour.
Got tripped.
Gerson Domingos.
Domingos.
I don't think he was shooting.
Getting the 2 shots.
Wow.
It's on the gather, so we have a look.
You tell me.
Here, picks it up, and
I never saw us
yeah,
get into
that's
shooting motion.
one of those 50-50 ones, isn't it? You don't know what he was going to do. And the timing of it, but they hurt. Those little knees into the thigh. And Sewer bounced up. Tomorrow morning you might have a few issues with
Bruise.
the corky.
What is a corky?
A corky.
A bruise?
Yeah, you know when you get those knots in your...
Oh, okay.
You never heard
Why
of
do
a
you call
corky?
it a corky? Corky or corky?
Corky.
Corky, like
Yeah.
wine cork?
Get corked, yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you never heard of a corky. Is that an Australian term, is it?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Or it could be, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an Australian term.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you try it on PJ Carlissimo?
I tried a lot of things on PJ, but... Oh, gets a warning. And so just having some words to him. So you're walking a thin line. Not too much contact on the D.
But there are a lot of El Riyadi fans here. I think this win would mean a lot to them. Solo. Faust. Nice pass. Nice finish to Manny. I think that qualifies as a touchdown. Oh. Kilde. Looked like he went off of El Riyadi.
Yeah. Petro need to be careful. Yeah, you got to score quick, but you don't want to be in a rush. The turnovers are going to kill you.
Almost one step too many. Thibodeau gets the rebound. Yorkchan. Oh. God. Oh. Gardner fouled as he goes up.
Yeah, it's finding that balance for Petro De Luanda and how they play catch up and take care of the basketball. This is a good example of a good action. Good action at the rim. Goes to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Chance to get it back to 10. Or maybe not. Been to the free throw line a whole lot. Petro De Luanda. Six of 9 after that miss. 7 of 10.
Well, 1-point lead. El Riyadi, if they can throw one in from here, it'll be a dagger, even though it's early in the quarter. Trying to get some more separation.
Yeah, I like the D.
Oh, what a pass from the knee. Back to Gökçen. Mansour gets it up, but then it's off to the left.
Oh, they kill you.
Manny sprays it out to Zeynoun. Manny. And he's fouled as well. Count it.
Manny Harris getting to the cup. A late call. There's clearly a foul.
Yes.
And they eventually see it. And as you mentioned, this could be
The killer. This could be the dagger layup.
the crack in the wall that just breaks the dam.
Oh, you guys sound like some Southern Americans. Timeout, 67-54. Petro in trouble.
Subido el nivel defensivo.
Eso es, como la última defensa tuya, seguimos haciendo, venga.
Atento al rebote y los cortes o sin balón. Be careful with the card and play without the ball. Be careful in the card and play without the ball.
Hey, 7 minutes left. Move.
Vamos a jugar ahora, vamos a buscar un
Vamos a jugar con situaciones de palma arriba, palma abajo. Podemos salir a atacar la partida ahí para atacar.
Well, try as they might, so far it's not working for Petro De Luanda. They got to be able to stay switched on for longer stretches.
They do. Now, they still have time. 7.5 minutes is a lot of time in the ball game now.
Yeah.
In fairness, the way they've been playing, the turnovers are really causing them some problems. 17 of them, and when you're trying to play catch up, every possession counts.
They get a gift from Manny. Missed free throw, so it doesn't get worse. Active on defense. El Riyadi. Nice pass into the paint, but then Marea can't hold on to it. Nice bounce pass and oh my! Solo Diabate with the swat of the game. And then he goes all the way down and he gets to the line. Potential 4-point swing.
And they're the type of plays that can really turn the game. Here, Beaton ends up on the back cut, but look at the athleticism. Not in my house, he says. And down the other end of the floor as they push the break, able to get to the cup.
He surprised me when he played in the Basketball Africa League final when he came in from the baseline and dunked it. I mean, he's got some hops.
Oh, he's got, well, we saw it on show right there. And you need to generate some excitement. You need the bench up. You need to be able to believe that it's possible, not just hope that it's possible. And a lot of that can be generated by the bench, which we see a couple of them standing up. This is their last roll of the dice at it.
Mansour drives in, and you can see it has lifted them. The key is to keep it going. Solo. Diabate behind the back pass. The ball. Gaku. Big fella. Three-point play opportunity, and all of a sudden, Petro De Luanda right back in it.
My word, they are.
It's all about Solo Diabate right now. Look at that. Beautiful bounce pass.
And they break that psychological barrier as well. They get it into single digits. Chance to cut it to 8.
Now Now, the only thing that lets the air out of the balloon is if he misses the free throw.
Oh, there it is. Oh, but as I mentioned, good little run. Plenty of time left. They don't need to panic here. Stops are the priority.
But this is a good idea to get to Kikanovic, and he gets fouled.
He tried to say that I was straight up.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
And you can understand why he's a little bit more aggressive. Oh, that's because this guy here, he's just been so consistent in the way he goes about it, Kikanovic.
Yeah, he does. He just doesn't really come out of the game, does he?
No, he shows very little emotion. Just gets on with it. Taking some hits, been wrestling down low, but
why expend any extra emotion if you don't have to?
It's just a beautiful temperament.
Cool, calm, and collected.
It's up to 15, 4
Steady.
of 6 from the field. 7 of 10 from the charity stripe.
Cool as a cucumber. Or cucumber. Clock like winding down. It's solo Diabate time, and he gets fouled. Was he behind the arc? If he was, it's 3 free throws.
He put 3 fingers up.
Wow! Not what you want to do
No.
if you have a big lead like this. We've seen Solo Diabate does this throughout his career. I remember in the last AfroBasket final with Cote d'Ivoire, he just all of a sudden took the game over and almost brought them back against Tunisia. In fact, he did bring him back against Tunisia. This is a thrilling finish. So yeah, he gets the 3 free throws. And don't forget, he played against this Petro team in the basketball African League final last year. He joined them. Now he gets the ball back. So you get the free throw missed, but at least you keep the ball. Now look at that bounce pass to Marea. And they are just a different team. Look at that. Petro De Luanda just chipping away. 69-62. El Riyadi lead. Manny takes it deep, goes up strong.
They needed that. That don't seem like it, but they needed that. That's a big bucket. Break this run from Petro De Luanda. There's a defensive breakdown.
Oh, and he is fouled going up. Marea, chance for a 3-point play. And getting a look at a quality finish from Yannick Marea, which has made him such a great player.
Kikanovic, I think, was confused. He thought that perhaps they were in a zone defense, not sure, but completely missed the assignment, got there too late, and compounded it with a foul and a chance for a 3-point play. And cut it to 6.
And again, they missed a free throw. What is it about those free throws? Under 5 minutes to go, it's winning time. Matty Harris back to the basket. Thibodeau. Zaynoun. Kikanovic back to Zaynoun. There's Manny. Kikanovic hustling. Luamba back to Solo into Abu Gaku, right corner. Wow, he's back. And it's a 4-point game.
What a turnaround.
Abu Gaku, how do you do?
Yeah, he's been special on this one. 20 points for him personally.
4 of 7 from three-point range.
And momentum clearly their way. Good timeout call. Try and break this momentum by Riyadi.
You might just see your
We need to call something on offense. We cannot come and play without anything. Now, let's go.
We're still up, guys. We're still up.
KZ, Manny, Amir, okay? This is Thibodeau here, Hike is here. Hike بلش تحت. Dribble handoff with KZ and dribble handoff with Manny into ball screen. Use the screen, roll Thibodeau, علي Hike, find the shot here. Guys, don't relax, let's go!
Well, I'm not sure we felt like we were going to be this close a few minutes ago, but all credit, you know, and the spark was provided by Solo Diabate.
Oh, my word. And it's a 16-9 quarter, and they're right back into this game up to their eyeballs.
And he just kind of rubbed off on Morea and Abu Gaku. Abu Gaku, look at him.
Look, Mark. El Ferran, I think his advice is good. They're just coming down native plays. They need to get into some structure. They've got to run something. In this last period, it's been a bit of hero ball.
Well, that doesn't do it. Now Shilde on doubt. Coimba spins, turns. Shilde Dundal loses it in the paint.
Good finish. Saud.
That was a big bucket. 3.5 minutes remaining. Shilde. Marea picks it up, trying to get to the line. No call. Amir Saud, no call again. Try to make the tactical foul. Thibodeau, beautiful pass to Zainoun. And Sergio Valdiomillos wants a timeout.
Well, he needs it. El Riyadi has come back from that timeout and got the stops they need and a couple of...
Feels like
a bucket there, which the defensive transition was poor.
Yeah.
When you got those moments to give up such an easy scoring opportunity.
You were right there, but now it feels like the horse may have bolted.
3 minutes is still plenty of time, only down 8.
Marcar, marcar.
Mira el pase de vuelta, si no.
Marcar, 1, 2, 3. Marcar.
Well, 22 points for Manny Harris, 15 for Kanovich, 12 for Saud. And this El Riyadi team in the lead. Ball goes out of bounds. They attack the basket. They don't get it. Now they got to play D. Oh, Boyumba comes up from behind and fouls Al Saud.
These are, when you look at this tournament, it's just really fantastic preparation for both these teams to play this quality of game, intensity, played in really good spirits.
Manny. Good hustle, Thibodeau. But can't save it in bounds. Two and a half minutes to go. Boyumba. Oh, LB Gaku gets it. Back outside to Solo. Diobate. Who just takes the easy shot. And there for the follow is Morea. Amir Saud able to bring it up the court. They want to take some time off the clock now, don't they?
They do. They don't need to be in a hurry. And there's still 10 seconds left on the shot clock on that one.
Oh. Danny Harris chases down the ball. Well, if they're in a rush, we're not seeing it. Well, Gökçen holds it up, takes it down, then loses it with, again, 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, Petro De Luanda is going to look back on this one, and they're going to look at the 20 turnovers and think what could have been.
Well, it is a 6-point game. If they can come down now, because after that last turnover, and again, El Riyadi not perhaps doing the wisest thing by putting the ball up so quickly. So they haven't lost much time. If they could get a 3 here, it would be a 3-point game. They got both Faust and Abu Gaku in the game, 3-point shooters, but Morea's going to put it up and take the easy one and get it back to 4. Well, I don't want to say easy, but the higher percentage shot. Solo Diobate going for the steal. Gökçen. Ah, huge. Well, he's not going to have the comeback, is he?
Huge shot.
Stretches the lead back to 7. Under a minute remaining. Morea catches it down low, scores.
Good footwork on the drop step.
Oh, look at that. Solo Diobate gets the steal.
Oh, my.
And it's back to a 3-point game.
There's a timeout.
Wow. 78-75.
Twists and turns in this one.
And there might be some more. Timeout on the court. Let's go down to the bench.
علي وين علي؟ طلع الطابة طلع الطابة مع عمير ساعد. Guys, watch the press. We don't want to go to the corners. Manny, you take it from outside, okay? This is Amir and this is Ali. Thibodeau, Hike is here, Thibodeau is here. Immediately pass to Amir, Hike تحت لهون. Manny, you will come from the middle if the ball is with Hike, okay? You will come from the middle, try to hit him. If Amir couldn't pass it to Hike, Ali will come, Manny will go from here. Guys, don't lose the ball!
Well, we heard the play. You can see what they're trying to do, and they're going back to Manny Harris, but do they advance it or do they take it the length of the floor? They want to keep the length of the floor, I suspect, because that'll eat more time up. you advance it, it goes from 24 to 14, and you give 10 more seconds available to Petro De Luanda. So they take it from the end line to keep the 24. And ultimately, this action is going to end up with Manny Harris.
But they've got to get it. They've got to beat the defense. Yeah.
Right. Domingos is a handful. He's going to be extending the defense.
I think it's a smart play. I think it's the best decision, as long as they don't have the ball stolen, but you have the quick hands of Diabate and Domingos.
Yeah, I don't want the ball carrier have to go up against Diabate. Right now, I'd be wanting to get it to Mansour.
Okay, they're able to pass it up to Gokchan. Oh! That was, oh, Gokchan, they don't need to put it up. That was a telegraph pass that they got away with. Solo Diabate was almost going the other way for a layup. 5 on the shot clock, Mansour. Little 2, how about that? Well, that could not have gone any better.
Petro need a quick score.
They don't have much time. The clock is the enemy. You don't need to foul if you're El Riyadi. You don't want to foul him, and Solo Diabate puts it up. And that is going to be that. Manny Harris holds on, and that is it. El Riyadi will play for 3rd place.
Big shot by Mansour when he needed him most.
El Riyadi Beirut winning 80-75 over Petro De Luanda.
Mansour is...
Who said games between teams that don't have a chance for the title can't be exciting?
Yeah, well, this is not just about the title. It's about preparation.
It's about pride.
Bringing some momentum.
Especially El Riyadi. They got so many fans here. They need to put in a performance.
No, and it was good. They had to withstand a significant challenge down the stretch by Petro De Luanda. You can tell by their body language they're disappointed, but full credit to them for playing it out and giving themselves a legitimate chance.
The first time they've won at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup as well, so that's their, they're going to go home with a victory. They know they're going to go home with at least a top 4 finish, maybe top 3, depending on how well they do against the Jackies.
Yeah, it's
the Tazzies.
Well, there is some fairness in that both these teams played today, and they got to suit up again tomorrow. Manny Harris with the 22 points led the way.
And they were able to win while we were actually able to rest. Why don't we go down and hear from Manny Harris on the court.
Hi Manny, it's been a game of runs for 40 minutes. How were you able to come out on top?
It just was collectively a team effort. Everybody fought hard, played good on defense, stayed solid on offense, and we was able to come out with the win.
With 22 points on the board, it looked like the 2018 BCL MVP was back in business tonight. What do you feel like your team needed your scoring?
We had one of our best players, YL, was out, so I knew someone had to step up. I tried to do the job, but it was a team effort from everybody.
It was already an accomplishment for El Riyadi to participate in this competition. What would it mean to leave Singapore with a bronze medal?
It just means a lot for the fans. They got a reputation of winning, and they got a winning spirit, so we just want to go back home with something. All right, thank you.
Well, the words of Manny Harris, and now look back at some of the highlights, and that was entertaining.
It was, and it went down to the wire. A couple of big buckets. Gyeokshan in the corner, 3. I thought that was the nail in the coffin, but it wasn't to be. Petro wouldn't go away. And a lot of the reason they wouldn't go away is because of that man, Abu Gaku, and what he was able to do.
Also, Solo Diabate and then Yannick Morera started becoming a factor in the paint.
Morera Luanda did some good things, heading upstairs and one. Just couldn't nail those free throws. It would have made a difference.
Yeah, that would have made a huge difference, but it always does.
Oh, my word, it does. But like I said, this is a good preseason game. Despite the turnovers, both coaches be going back, scratching their head and saying, what were you thinking on this play? Because 20 turnovers to Petro De Luanda, and even 14 for Al Riyadi is a little high. I mean, it's tolerable, but you know, you just tidy it up, and sometimes it's not the quantity of the turnover, it's the type of turnover and what it leads to. And there was that. Oh, he's put him to sleep.
And also knowing when you want to attack and do you want to manage the clock too much, especially when they're chasing it. And you might turn it over with Solo Diabate, but look what it means to these guys to get the win.
No, it does.
Really is.
And like you mentioned, they got a lot of fans that made the trip here. And
you know, I mean, Unicaja Malaga start as favorites. You know, so you got to perhaps be real. You know, measured expectations.
Of course. And both these teams had their moments against that high-quality team. But Unicaja is going to be the team to beat tomorrow as well, as they take on the United States G League team, G League Unite.
Yep, the NBA G League will be in the final. The Unicaja Malaga, they finished 2-0. They'd won both of their games, so now it's Al Riyadi Beirut beating them, Petro De Luanda to second place. So tomorrow it'll be Petro De Luanda against Kimsa in the first game in the battle for 5th place. Al Riyadi Beirut against Tasmania Jack Jumpers in the battle for 3rd, and then Unicaja Malaga against the NBA G League United in the final. That one will tip off at 7 p.m. So, thanks for watching, everybody. For Andrew Gaze, I'm Jeff Taylor. Until tomorrow.